think when we're going through financial challenges, or any challenges for that matter, sometimes we can feel like we're kind of alone, right? We feel like nobody's ever been through what I'm going through, and nobody understands, and that kind of stuff, okay? Everybody in this room isn't experiencing anything different financially than anybody else out in the outside world. Addiction-wise, maybe, but not financially. The average credit card balance per household in 2012 was $15,950. That's average, okay? 8 in 10 workers live paycheck to paycheck just to make ends meet. More than half of Americans have no emergency savings. That's why the credit card debt's so high. Transmission blows up, they have to put it on credit, right? Makes a big challenge for them. Americans spend 3.5 hours a day, you guys, on average, worrying about debt. It sucks, right? And so we have to work on getting out of that cycle, okay? So people, in my opinion and in my experience, they fail when it comes to money for 3 reasons. They have no education, right? Financial education is lacking for pretty much everybody, right? They have no plan. They're just kind of winging it month to month. And then they have no coach, nobody to keep them accountable, nobody to give them good, solid information that they can trust, right? And the WAR program's a lot like that in the gym, with the nutrition, all that kind of stuff, right? It's, you've got Bub, and you got Hawk, and you got all these other people that you can go to for advice, and they're watching your form in the gym, and they're doing all that kind of stuff, right? So having that kind of on the finance side is kind of why I'm here. Out of all of the threats to your financial security, none's more dangerous than debt. And I think, I don't know, all of us probably get into that same situation of we feel like debt robs us of the ability to live the lifestyle we want to live, right? Maybe travel, or put the kids in a different school, or just go to dinner on Saturday night with the wife or the husband, or whatever it is, right? It can really pull a lot of pressure into our life that is not necessary. So debt cycle versus a cash cycle. About 95% of America lives in a debt cycle, right? It sucks, but it's the truth. About 5% actually live in a cash cycle. Those 5 pretty much run the other 95, right? I mean, you look at a debt cycle, and there's so much pressure that goes along with it, you know. Your finances basically control you, right? We don't have a lot of choices or anything like that with the things that we can do. So, outspending our income, borrowing to maintain a lifestyle, paying off one debt and accruing another, right? Most middle income, which is most of us, right? We're taught as soon as we pay off a car, what do? We go buy another one, right? As long as we can afford that monthly payment, we feel like that's a good thing. Not necessarily the case, though, right? So we look at a cash cycle. This is when you're in control of your finances. There isn't that pressure there every month, right? Because now you've got, you know, you're debt-free. You don't have those payments that are weighing over you all the time, and you're paying with cash instead of borrowing. So easy ways to eliminate debt. Identify needs versus wants. So when you're looking at making a purchase, if you look at it and go, okay, do I actually need this or do I want this? That split second of you making that thought, right, can help you make a wise decision financially very quickly, right? And so if you really start to think things through, you can make better choices. Never purchase an expensive item on impulse. It's a 24-hour rule. So if you're going to buy anything over $50, unless it's like filling up your car, right? More than $50 most of the time. Give yourself 24 hours to thinking about it. I mean, whatever you're buying isn't going away. It's not going anywhere, right? And now you'll eliminate all of the regret that you have from impulse buying. Hawks based the WAR program on an active lifestyle and having integrity, right? Sat in on a class a couple weeks ago, and he hammered integrity. That's what it's about. You got to have integrity with your family, with your friends, with your employer, all that kind of stuff, right? You need to have integrity with yourself, though, too. We need to be really honest with ourselves, because sometimes we can cloud our own judgment and justify some of the things that we do financially. Oh, well, because of this, I did this, right? But when we start to be honest with ourselves, then we can really start to make lasting changes.